When I was looking for topics to make new videos, a few people asked me to cover mental health. If you've read any of my books, you know I am not the person to cover mental health. The way I deal with stress, my recommendation would be to swear a lot, but don't drink too much. However, if we're talking about how to maintain your sanity while writing a book, I recommend getting a Megatron notebook. I picked up this Megatron notebook because it's a Megatron notebook. It was also a Moleskine. It was also on sale. So I would have gotten it no matter what. But in this notebook, I try and write down everything I do during a day. I forget a lot, but it's important why I do it. And if you're working on a book or any long-term project, you might find it helpful. Writing a book doesn't happen quickly for most people. It takes a lot of staring at the walls, a lot of pondering, mulling, considering, daydreaming, just making things up. And very little of that very critical work manifests itself in any visible form of progress. Even when you're doing the actual writing, you may write a chapter a day, but that's still not a book. That's 30 to 50 chapters. You could write 10,000 words in a day, and it's still not a book. And it can feel like a lack of progress. When a project takes 3 months, 6 months, or a year before it's even something, it can be a little disheartening, and that's why I got this Megatron notebook. I was going to get it anyway, but I decided to use it to write down everything I do in a day. Writing work, errands, kids stuff, family stuff. Did I remember to eat lunch that day? Freelance work. Did I adjust advertising today? Working out. Making a YouTube video. Today I installed a new drain in the bathtub. It all goes in the book. That way, when I get to the end of the day and I think, I didn't write a book, I can open up Megatron and see that I was productive for that day. And I did do a whole bunch of things that go into writing a book. And raising kids. And sometimes plumbing. It doesn't have to be Megatron. It would be better if it is Megatron, and if you have the option for Megatron, I don't know why you wouldn't take Megatron. But the point is to keep it written down, or just keep in mind all the productive things you are doing. So when you get to the end of the day and you don't have that finished book, which is a monumental task, you do know you're progressing towards it, and you are still making the effort and making strides. That's why my Megatron notebook helps keep me sane while I'm working on a book. So, what have I accomplished this week? I made that cool exploding opener thing you saw at the beginning of the video. I did that. This week I had planned to finish the new Dads vs. Zombies Day of the Really, Really Dead short story. And I did not. Well, here's why. So, when you're a full-time author, sometimes you have to spend a lot of time doing other work to stay a full-time author. I still play copywriter some of the time, and this week got a little busy. I did write another 10 pages in it, and I really do hope to make some big strides over the weekend and have it finished up by next week. The more I think about it, it's a zombie tale. If I can have it to you by October, I think the timing is just about right. I did make some progress on my goal to post more often on my webpage. I think I put up 3 posts this week. I posted about the book I'm reading, which is still Terry Pratchett's Pyramids. I'm enjoying this one. I think this is one of my favorite books in the Discworld series so far. I'll have that finished up this weekend, and hopefully next week I'll talk about a little bit more about it, but I'm really enjoying that one. I posted about some ridiculous Conan the Barbarian toys they're making. Most of them are based off the movie, but they are doing, like Mezco's doing this one insane one that's based off the Frank Frazetta cover art from the Robert E. Howard books from the 70s. It's just, yeah, it's one of those ultimate figures with 100 hands and heads and all that stuff, but it looks really, really cool. And we have a new piece of merch. We're trying to make a new piece of merchandise each week, be it a t-shirt, a sticker, or something based on the books. Last week's piece was actually the company we operate under is Danger Bear Industries, and we released this sticker. And a reader had a great idea where, hey, get the sticker, put it on something, and then send me a picture of where you've put it. Make it your stuff. Nothing like, and don't like, not like on children or babies or anything like that. No animals. Send it to us, and we'll feature the site on. We'll feature the picture on like a Danger Bears in the Wild kind of thing. We're looking to turn it into a contest in the future. We got to figure out the kind of logistics of that. But that was last week's sticker. This week's merchandise is straight out of one of the coloring books, Danger Bears Time Machine. So I mentioned last week I did a coloring book with H.G. Wells' Time Machine, but with bears. And this is our time traveler riding on the time machine himself, going through time. So this sticker is available this week, and I'll put the link in the description here, and on the website as well too. You can always check out my blog at benjaminwallsbooks.com. Everything's going up there as well, so you can pick up this guy, slap it on things, make time traveling noises, whatever you think those might be. We've had some discussions about those as well. But that's this week's merch, and next week we'll have something new and exciting. I've actually got, in my Megatron notebook today, I've got some lines about how I spent a little too much time designing next week's stuff, but I got carried away with it and had a lot of fun. So I can't wait to show you that next week. It's from some short stories and Tales of the Apocalypse. The merchandise is based on some of that. So that's all I have for this week. I kind of like the format this took. If you guys did too, please let me know. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.